My name is Benjamin Mcleod, also known as Coach Benjamin. Been a coach in Bristol for over 20 years now. I got brought into coach. Player manager at the time, alongside a few of the players from down at Lebec, like Tony Perry and stuff. The chairman trusted me with the reserve team. We won the league, and yeah, just carried on, went into coaching from there really. 100%. Yeah, seeing what coaching potentially could be. I actually coached a little bit earlier when I was like 19, but I wasn't ready to coach yet. And that showed me that I needed a bit more experience with playing, understanding the game a bit better. And yeah, I would say Liam had a massive impact. Jerry and Ivor at rugby had a massive impact. Clifford Goldborn from Lebec had a massive impact. Des Beresford, Jim Brown. These are all names of local coaches that I saw and really was intrigued by what they did and why they did it. And I was just like, a lot of them wasn't getting paid for it. A lot of them was doing it voluntary. And I was like, what makes them tick to be able to just do this all the time for nothing, for no monetary gain? And it's not until I got older, I realized that what they was doing was outstanding work. My nephew founded For the Future, Jelani Ellis, and I was second in command basically. I was secretary, we worked together. We wanted to build a younger team inside of Bristol that really encapsulated community feel, parents' involvement, engagement with their children, and build a bridge for younger people coming in that never kicked a football before but wanted to be competitive. So we entered like a development league from a young age, and yeah, Jelani's hard work along with my support, we moved football from an older generation to a younger generation and helped bring through the next generation of footballing from our community. So yeah, it's a project that has my heart. I still obviously coach For the Future to this day, and my nephew Jelani, he works tirelessly, endlessly to keep that afloat. And yeah, really enjoy working with young people and developing them. It was definitely, yeah, nephew said to me when he was younger, he said, I'm gonna have a football team and you're gonna be part of it and we're gonna run it as a family club, and I want you to be like, to say it's part of you, it's part of yours as well. And yeah, I bought into it, and to this day we communicate and facilitate stuff for the club. And yeah, it was definitely something that I think it was destiny. It was destined, because I used to bring my nephew to football with me when I was younger, and he didn't play football much at the time. Like, he watched football with me, he came to football with me, and then he became involved in football, and then he became a coach as well. And yeah, just the ripple effect, the butterfly effect of me in football passed on to my nephew, and then my nephew went on to bring me into the project basically. Struggles, yeah, there's loads. The main ones, I would say, financial backing is probably one of the top ones for me. Getting people to buy into what you're doing, I feel, is a struggle at a point. Also, another struggle is like knowing when to call it a day, because you can hang on to something and it's a sinking ship, and you don't want to let it go. You want to hold on to it because you're like, no, it's gonna work, it's going to work. But if it's not gonna work, sometimes you just gotta leave it before the game leaves you, as they say. But yeah, that's a psychological struggle, I feel, that goes on in coaches' heads without people seeing. Yeah, definitely, 100%. There's a massive moments throughout my career that, I wanted to quit. But something deep down in me said, this is what you're meant to do. This is part of my purpose of life. There was a time I took a year out of football, when I had a sabbatical basically. Took a whole complete year, didn't go watch football, didn't play football, didn't even want to be beside anything to do with football for a whole year. I took it out, and that was a massive help. Understanding that there's life on a Saturday outside of football. Like, I forgot about so many things, but that year out was vital to me even still being in the game. The FA Blacklist Awards it was awards created by Leon Mann partnership between two media companies and the FA to highlight the black people inside of the football world. My award was for Black Excellence to Football inside of my community, and basically it's a recognized organization that just spread the light on all the work that's done inside of football, from regional all the way to national. National contributions for everyone inside of the game that's of ethnic descent. Big names that's on that list. So to be given that honor of being on a list with some of them players and some of them ex-pros and coaches is a massive honor. And I gotta give God the glory, man. Because I never done it for the recognition, but to be recognized is a massive, it's a massive kick, like, of confidence, and like kind of like a restart. It's like, okay, now the work starts. You've been recognized. Now you got to do a bit more with it. You know what I mean? So when a coach is trying to improve you as a coach, it's quite a difficult task, because you're basically giving them a lot of prompts, and from my experience, that's hard to swallow. Some people find it very hard to be coached how to coach. So I would say get as much experience as you possibly can. Make sure your scheduling is on point, and be around more experienced coaches than yourself as much as you can. Take anything you like from their style of coaching, ask as many questions as you can, and just get into as many opportunities of coaching as you can, because it's few and far between. It's a journey, innit? You're a coach. They say a coach is a glorified bus that you go on journeys with people, because you're the coach, innit? So you take people on a journey. And yeah, those journeys are very important to me. Very, very important. Coaches to develop within, I say, the Southwest. It's a lot easier in bigger cities. But definitely be a sponge around experienced coaches, and what I would say, watch a lot of football. Understand what football looks like at your level, because everyone watches top level elite sport, but no one watches grassroots sport, and then tries to implement elite stuff to grassroots stuff, and it's just never gonna work. So I would say, like, go out and just watch your local football games and see the environment and see what makes players tick and see how things work. I'm really trying to develop as a coach. I think is you gotta love it. Like, if you don't love what you're doing, then it's seen as work. I love what I do. When I coach now, people go, "You going to work?" No, I'm going to coach. It's not work for me, because I enjoy it and it's beneficial. And nowadays I've been blessed enough that I get paid for most of my coaching now. So it's also a nice lucrative way of having an income. Learning, just never stop learning. Never stop learning. Go do your badges, go do all the refereeing courses, go do everything to do with the FA as a coach, because it will benefit you in some way or another.